This is an SOS, don't want a second guess. This is the bottom line, it's true. I gave my all for you, now my heart's in two, and I can't find the other half. It's like I'm walking on broken glass. Better believe I plan.
You guys are walking down the street and screaming. What do you hear?
It's awesome. It kind of is like just there now in my head all the time. Like I wake up in the middle of the night and just hear like, ah! And I'm like, oh.
Pop quiz. What's the name of the knockout brunette Nick Jonas was seen embracing in Rolling Stone magazine? Who does Joe Jonas think is the prettiest girl in Hollywood?
I would say Natalie Portman.
Who's the mystery lady Kevin was papped boating with in California?
Well, I've never dated a celebrity.
Did Nick really date Miley?
We're just friends and did a tour together. We're all neighbors.
Does Miley really hate Selena?
I think Miley's really jealous of Selena because she is dating Nick. Has tension.
And was Kevin's Team Demi and Selena t-shirt a diss to Little Miss Hannah Montana? Were Joe and JoJo ever an item?
Never dated JoJo.
If you don't know, then you don't know Jonas.
I'm a really big fan of the Jonas Brothers. They band together as brothers. They don't let anyone else interfere, and they're really good artists, and I think they can give people inspiration.
They're like incredibly humble, and they're just amazing.
They're hot.
Their music's pretty good too.
The Jonas Brothers!
There's currently a price on the head of every member of the Jonas Brothers and any member of the opposite sex who dares to be seen in public with them.
Do you guys want to marry the Jonas Brothers? I guess that's a yes.
You see, the Joe Bro fan base wants to know what their boys are doing every single minute of the day, especially if any of those minutes are spent with a girl.
Do you guys have girlfriends?
No, you know, as busy girls, it's a little hard to be in a relationship. But, no.
No?
Would you find time to date?
No.
And hang out with girls, but no.
If the fans want it, the fans will pay for it. And if the fans will pay for it, the paparazzi will provide it. And so the vicious cycle begins. After the boys' sophomore album tore up the charts, it was clear they'd arrived. A highly strategic tour with Miley Cyrus ensured their place in the royal court of the pop monarchy. They've made the cover of Rolling Stone, the whole family was on Oprah, and even little brother Frankie has his own fans. They have a hotly anticipated new album, and its first single, Burning Up, is doing just that.
Come on.
And this time we really took, this album under our wing, and really we just took everything we learned on the road for the past year and a half and really took it to heart and really wrote about it.
Nick also revealed a sensitive side with A Little Bit Longer, a song he penned about his devastating experience with diabetes.
A Little Bit Longer is actually a song that I wrote up in Halliburton, Canada. We were shooting Camp Rock, and it was really crazy. There was this room in the hotel that was empty, except there was this one grand piano, and I was having one of those days where my blood sugar was a little crazy. I'm a diabetic, and have been for about 2.5 years now. So I was having one of those days where it was a little rough, and then I went in there and wrote a song and played it for the cast and everybody once I was done.
It resonated so much with the band, their faith, and their struggles that it also became the name of the album.
You, baby.
For now, the fun-loving virgins are in vogue. But there's nothing the tabloids would love more than an old-fashioned scandal to put a dent in the boys' shining armor. As you may recall, a little someone named Britney Spears once had a chastity vow of her own.
I would love to be able to try and wait till I'm married, you know what I mean? And just make sure it's the right person.
And what will happen as the brothers go from boys to men? I mean, does anyone remember the Hanson brothers? So far, their success has hinged on the flights of fancy of teenage girls. Will they outgrow their fans, or vice versa?
When I hold you in my arms, I know
accomplished musicians sing, play, and write their own songs. They genuinely love each other and their family. They're adorable, enthusiastic, and humble. And they love their fans.
You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Now the world watches as the phenomenon continues to grow. And everyone secretly wonders, how long can the Jonas Brothers sustain these dizzying heights of fame?
We've always talked about one day we're going to roll in with our tour buses and go to our favorite ice cream spot. And we did that today, and it was crazy. All of a sudden, there was like these 2 girls who ran up, called their friends, and then they called 4 girls, and it was nuts.
Hundreds of girls out of nowhere just started pouring in.
We were just going for some ice cream.
Will they come out with their dignity and purity intact? Or will they succumb to the dark side of Hollywood like their counterpart Cyrus, who just last year was everyone's darling? Speaking of Cyrus, Nick recently found himself in the middle of a Disney princess catfight. Nick's rumored ex-girlfriend released a snarky YouTube video imitating up-and-comers and BFFs, Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez. I have to wonder if this wave's too big to ride. Did we mention that Selena Gomez is Disney's fastest rising star and Nick's new girlfriend? She also happens to be this close to knocking Miley off her sparkly pink throne. And the drama continues. Miley thought it appropriate to spill the beans about her failed relationship with Nick Jonas to 17 magazine. 7 things I hate about you. You're vain, you're against, you're insecure. You love me, you like her. After fessing up to their 2-year relationship, Miley went on to imply that Mr. Innocent was the one who did all the chasing, bossing around, and finally, unceremonious dumping in the ill-fated romance. In what reeked of publicity stunt, Miley also accused Nick of telling her how to look, even going so far as to tell her what hair color to choose. What I need to hear now, your sincere apology. Was it a ruthless attempt to mark the Jonas Brothers with a bit of the bad press she'd been receiving? Or did she simply want to knock the boys down a notch? After all, it was her world tour that catapulted the band into megastardom.
The Hannah Montana Best of Both Worlds tour was amazing. We had a great time, of course. We got to play so many amazing arenas, but being able to go back on our own tour and play some of those same arenas in different kind of venues and, be on our own tour was just, unbelievable as well. And of course to be part of the 3D movie that released all across the, the world. And that was really exciting.
Others have speculated it was jealousy over Nick's hot new romance with Selena. At the end of the interview, Miley saucily announced it was entirely possible she'd end up marrying Nick and living happily ever after. You make me love you. Regardless of the motive, we love the drama. And one thing is for sure, there's a growing number of smut seekers who will be right there waiting, camera in hand, should the boys fall. But for now, the Jonas Brothers continue their astonishing ascent. And we think just maybe, for once, the good guys will come out on top. The Jonas Brothers were born to be.